Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to a monumentous occasion. Episode 25 of the Prime Podcast. I am your host, Coast, and that is your other host, Fats. Would you please join me and say what's up to all these fine people?
You.
Hello? You says
What's
hi?
up, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
How
I
are
just
you,
want
sir?
to tell I want to tell everybody hello and hi and thank you. Okay, bye. That was episode 25 of the Prime Podcast. I would thank you for joining us today. Bye now.
You're funny.
What do you mean? I'm funny how? Like I'm a fucking clown? I amuse you? Funny? What the fuck is so
Yeah, you're
funny
like-
about me?
You're funny, man. You're your character. What's going on, Coast?
Yo, that intro was my big homie Ron Ron. He just dropped a new album today. Shout out to Ron Two Feathers Hodge. I don't know if you know
shout
Ron.
out.
Do you know Ron?
Nah, I never met him.
No, you probably seen him on the internet. If not, he'll probably add you now because he's a real social butterfly and whatnot. And he's got a new album out.
Well, definitely add me. I will support that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a big
Show
fat just
love.
like us.
Oh yeah, he's a big fat.
I support fat people. You already know that.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. No one would deny that because they see how close you are to Sean.
I was thinking about this before, and I'm like, I started thinking about how when I started treating people the way they treated me,
Right.
I only had just a couple of fat guys around me after that. It was just me and a few fat guys.
Okay.
It was that. All the extra people just dropped off. They were like, see you later, alligator.
So wait, what do you attribute that to?
Well, I attribute it to mostly it's like, try this out. You'll find out. When you start fucking with people the way they fuck with you.
Right.
And then you'll see how many people you actually fuck with.
Right.
That's
So
all.
you're saying that the numbers dwindled down heavily.
Yeah. When I don't go out of my way to like support somebody's endeavors
Right.
or call people or as long as you serve people,
Mhm.
then they're like, my man, you know what I mean? Everybody's
course.
everybody.
Definitely.
But once you take that shit out of the equation,
Mhm.
once you start initiating that shit, it's you don't have a lot of friends anymore. And it's a beautiful thing. I love it.
Well, I mean, do you miss him though?
No. I was actually trying to figure out ways to get cool enough that I didn't need these people in my life, and I just
Mhm.
figured it out. Are you calling somebody?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you're calling me, huh? I don't know how you think you've got this worked out, but Fats is going to call me. Oh, hello. I think you just wanted to make sure I had a nice shirt on today.
Yes, I did.
We need to kill the audio over there.
Yes, I did.
If you just want to see my beautiful face
That's the plan.
at its worst possible fucking angle.
As worst angle, why would you say that?
Because I have a lot of underface.
Well,
Why are you upside down, A?
why with the underface? How is it that you, sir, have sustained this underface for your whole entire life? Is this just genetic or is this helped out by your diet?
No, I have genetic jowl syndrome.
Oh,
that's
the scientific name for it. That's the scientific.
That's what I
name?
call it. I made that up. Now, this is a problem we're going to have now. I know you like looking at me and everything, but the whole podcast is just going to be you turning to the side looking at your phone instead of being in frame properly.
Oh.
So if you can't put my fucking handsome ass straight in front of you, then I'm going to hang up on you like you never met me.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. There's no need for that. There's no need for that.
Oh, I'm sure these people want to hear all this stupid shit we're doing right now.
Of course. Listen,
These fuck.
Listen, this is what happens when you're grassroots without a production team, right?
I am the production team, but I'm a little tied up right now. Are we going to do anything fun today?
Yes, we're going to talk about a few things.
What were we going to talk about? I'd love to hear it.
Well,
Corona!
We got to talk about your guy.
Who's my guy?
45.
Who's my guy?
45. We got to talk
He's
about
my guy now.
Then a couple of episodes ago, you said if it comes down to Biden and Trump, your vote goes to.
Oh, I still wholeheartedly stand behind that.
So
But
that's
this
your
is
guy.
no, that's the escape plan. You know what I find hilarious before you get
What's-
into this? Some
what's that?
guy on my Facebook, I forget who it was, but they were like, everybody needs to get out and vote in November for Donald Trump because everything's all fucked up in the world right now and blah, blah, blah. And I read this and I'm like, the president now is Donald Trump. and it's like, no offense to Donnie Boy, but shit has never been more fucked up. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
I mean,
if this is what we call making America great again, I mean, come on. You know?
I'm so scared. I'm very scared. I'm
What are you
frightened.
scared about per se? What is
I'm
it
scared that Joe Biden is going to become the president of the United States of America, and Hillary Clinton is going to fuck little kids and eat them.
Well, do you know that all of the possible vice presidential candidates are women? Did you know that?
Yeah, I know. That's just going to make it easy for Hillary to slide in. You know what I mean?
Well, why are you saying Hillary?
Because Hillary Clinton is going to be the vice president, and then she's going to kill Biden.
Do you think
and
so?
Be the president.
Do you
Yes.
really think that?
I think that's what the internet told me.
The internet. Is that what we're going on? We're going off the internet right now.
I hate the topic of politics because you know where I stand with all this bullshit.
Well, here's the thing about the politics is that politics is now bleeding into our entertainment. The very soul of what has been one of the main things getting us through COVID, TikTok, politics is rearing its ugly head with TikTok.
That's bullshit. I hate that so much.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate
come
that.
on.
I love TikTok. I'm very passionate about TikTok.
Now, here's the thing.
What?
During this whole pandemic, right? We've seen people like become stars like overnight by posting videos every day. Right?
Sure. I became a star in my sleep.
Now, here's the other thing. People, if you look at TikTok and spend the amount of hours on TikTok that most people do, even including myself, a lot of my free time is spent watching videos on TikTok, right? So now when you watch these videos, when you're watching all these videos, it's so crazy that now, even when people are having political debates, you can just sit back and watch because it's like one person will do a video, then they'll answer the video, then answer it. And it's like you just sit back and get the popcorn and just watch, you know?
On a platform that is heavily led by braless women shaking their tits and jumping up and down.
Right.
I skip right past the politics and I look at the hard nipples.
Right. But here's the thing. They're trying to, and I find it very ironic that they're trying to force TikTok to sell to Bill Gates and Microsoft.
Oh, a power move. I like that.
Yeah, they're like trying to comment, not saying, let me go out and make a platform that is a direct competition. It's no, we're gonna manhandle you and make you sell it for. And I think they're only trying to value it at 50 million.
50 million? I could buy TikTok. Jesus, that's nothing.
They're trying to value it at 50 million.
That's that bullshit right there. That shit is worth at least 60.
Listen, I only discovered TikTok during the pandemic, right?
Right.
I wasn't on it before when the world was open. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So during the pandemic, I discovered it, started watching it, started to subscribe to a couple of different people's page. By the way, to anybody out there listening, the Prime Podcast has a TikTok page. So
yes, it's the TikTok one with the Prime Podcast logo that is uncentered and uncropped correctly, just in case you need to find us. That would be the one.
So, anyway, moving right along. I started watching it, and I'm saying to myself, the reason why Snapchat and TikTok and even Instagram is fading out is because whenever people of our generation or older jump on something where the kids run and find something else.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
like
what
kids,
happened.
so
That's
good.
what happened. That's what happened to Facebook. Facebook is a bunch of old people. You know what I'm saying? That's the old people hangout. Instagram is becoming the old people hangout. So the kids, they only have Snapchat and TikTok and Twitch.
Yeah, they should go clean their fucking room. That's what they should do.
Well,
I don't care.
I mean, come on. We had this conversation earlier today, you and I. You know,
They should change it to TikTok.
Right.
What conversation do we have today? About what? About the girl's ass at Dunkin' Donuts? Yes, it was beautiful.
well, that too, but we had the conversation about the short yellow bus showing up to both of our homes.
Oh, yes.
And dropping a load off to your house and dropping a load off to my house. You know what I mean?
Yes, all the occupants of my establishment here are all mentally retarded.
Yes.
Except for me and my daughter. Everyone else, including the dog.
Well, I mean, we suffer through the same things at the same time, you know?
I'm not suffering. Do I look like I'm suffering?
Well, your eyes were very, very indulgent this morning. I stopped by Coast's house this morning and I had a coffee with him.
You took off. I think you had to take a shit too.
We stopped and we got coffee together this morning. And Coast was very entertained by a young coffee barista in Dunkin'
No, let's call her
Donuts.
like a coffee vixen. She's sultry and sweet. Yeah, no, I you just, because for me, like, everybody that works at that particular Dunkin' Donuts is
Right.
like from India, and she's this little young pretty white girl. Like, it was just like you don't see that a lot
Right.
at the Dunkin' Donuts,
Right.
especially that one. That
Right.
one is where they make donuts and they ship them out to other Dunkin' Donutses.
Now, see,
So
I felt kind of funny this morning because in the whole lifespan of our relationship, right? Our friendship, right? You've always been the more tech savvy of us two. I always come to you to find out how to do certain things, right?
right, sure.
Okay. So when I pulled out my phone this morning and I paid for the for the coffee and you were very wowed by that, and I was like, how is it that you're not, in
Because
the digital realm like that,
I know that that's a thing, but it just happened. Like, I'm standing there with my card in my hand, and you had your phone in your hand, and then it went bleep bleep, and then she's like, "Thank you." I'm like, "What the fuck was that?" But yeah, I don't like to. I had one time I had to download an app for the Starbucks because
Right.
somebody gave me a Starbucks gift card,
Right.
and then after that, after I ran through the 20, they tried to bang my card for all this shit. I don't like putting my card on shit that like could just take money when they want it. I don't like
Right.
that.
Right. You want
It's
to
like
have control.
Easy Pass.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Well, no, Easy Pass, what you have to do, my friend, you have to go in there and you have to change your settings. You can't just let them, because if you let them hit your card, they'll just be replenishing
Bro,
you.
they started hitting my shit for like $200 a fucking week. Like, because I would go, if I would have like a week where I went up to Rocco's a few times, if I had to do something or
Right.
something.
And what they're doing is they're changing your replenishment amount because they're
Right.
saying you use your Easy Pass on a more basis,
But
regular basis.
they should just mind their own fucking business, and then I'll pay them when I want to
Yeah,
pay.
they will if you change the settings.
Well, now since I don't have to go over that bridge all the time, I did change it. I was like, you guys can go fuck yourself.
Okay.
I'll tell you when I want an Easy Pass.
But see, here's the thing. Do you pay to park at the LRR?
No, not over here by my house. That one is free.
Oh, really? See?
Yes, sir.
See, I have to pay for that.
Yeah, you're not special. That's why. But I got news for you. They've been doing all kinds of work on that fucking train station for at least 3 years now. 2.5, probably about 2.5 years. They might come out of this whole thing and be like, "Oh yeah, you know how you used to park here for free? Yeah, no, that's done.
Yeah, they're gonna start charging you.
That's over with."
In my town, they charge, and to me, to actually have to pay for the parking to jump on the train, even though I don't have to pay for the train, that's I'd rather just be in my car and pay them the little,
I mean, I live close enough where I could fucking walk if I didn't want to be a lazy fuck and I didn't want to pay to park, because I could just drive like, I don't know, just close to there and park on some back street and then walk over.
Right.
But I don't know when that's gonna happen again. So.
Right.
But yeah, no.
Back on 45.
Oh my!
I was looking on CNN.com, and he was basically saying that no one likes him. He feels like even his allies are turning their backs on him because his approval rating is plummeting, and he's behind in the popularity polls. He's behind Biden.
I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do? It's working. What do you?
And my man was trying to get the election pushed back.
Yeah, he's got to get out there. He's got to save face.
Yeah, well, he's not going to save face. He's not going to save face by shutting down TikTok. I can tell you that.
No, he's mad. He feels like that whole thing that happened with the TikTok and the rally, it made him look like a dick. Like he had this rally and he thought it was sold out and they weren't selling the tickets because they thought that all these people were coming, and it was like some big elaborate TikTok scam where people signed up to come and they didn't go. Right. Made him look like a dick.
Yeah, but then even with that same rally, how many people came out of that with COVID?
I don't know. How many?
A whole bunch.
I wouldn't have gone to that stupid fucking rally.
A whole bunch came out with COVID. That was like
That's crazy.
A COVID petri dish over there.
Yeah, that was bad news. And then you see this other guy that died, Dean.
Yes. Yes.
He was tweeting a few days before, like, "Oh, this is bullshit." Like, right. What? I don't know. I don't know what would it like compel somebody to write shit like that on the internet. Like, I don't know nothing, and I know nothing. That's the beauty of me. I'm not coming out of my face on the internet and being like, "This is bullshit," and then I'm gonna get it in my ass, dead, boom,
dead. Fuck, and not even that you just got it, but you got it and it took you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. I believe
that's
fucking
the crazy part.
I believe in monsters under my bed, in my closet, down the hall. There's monsters everywhere. They're coming for me. That's what I believe.
Yeah, but
speaking of monsters, I know you want to bash Donald Trump for about an hour, but this is better. Did you read the shit online about the Pentagon saying they have flying aircraft from outside of Earth? I forget exactly how they worded it. They said not of this Earth.
Oh, really?
They confirmed UFOs.
Really?
Really. And
when was this?
Just within the last week or so. They've been talking about it for a while, but they made a statement within the last week that they have confirmed that they have flying UFOs not of this Earth. And this guy, I don't know if you listen to Joe Rogan at all, but he had this guy on there, Bob Lazar, who was he wrote this book and he started talking about it. He worked at Area 51 in one of these different like laboratory mechanic fucking UFO places where he was trying to reverse engineer technology that they found from these UFOs. And he talked about it for years, and everybody was like, "That's bullshit." Everybody said he was bullshit, and then this shit came out, and now people are looking. Like, if you go listen to the Bob Lazar episode, the most recent one on Rogan, with it in mind that they just said that they have these fucking crafts. Crazy.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. You know what I've been saying for a long time? I've been saying this for so long. I said, we're so caught up with all of this racism and classism and sexism, and we hate this one, we hate this one. What happens when we get invaded by people that are by things that are not people?
We're just gonna die at that point. But are you scared of aliens?
Yeah, I listen. You fear anything that you don't know.
I know, but do you think
Listen,
that they want to abduct you and
no,
butt
I
probe
mean,
you?
listen. I don't know what I don't know. Obviously, you know what my point. My point is if you reach me before I reach you, that means that you're more advanced than me.
Hmm. That's right.
Think
But
about
you're
that.
not trying to reach aliens.
No, I'm just saying.
You're not getting
If they
out.
got here before we got there.
But
See,
we don't know that
we're
because we're
sitting
from a
here,
place. Go ahead. Go ahead.
we're sitting here speculating, right?
Right.
If we are alone in this whole vast expanse of space and time, right? We're trying
Maybe.
to speculate. We're saying that we have no concrete evidence. We just know that there are other planets that can support life, but we only know a small tidbit about. We don't even know everything that's going on in the sea, let alone off the planet. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
So,
mean, we don't know. That's the thing about America. They keep us in the dark on a lot of shit.
right, but my point being is this. If we had reached another civilization on another planet or in another galaxy, wherever, right? And we went on a fact-finding trip and we know that we could reach them, then that's more of like an even playing field. But if they reach us, because remember, Christopher Columbus came to the Americas with 3 ships with 80 guys, right?
That's what
On
they
a
said.
on a fact-finding exploration trip, right? When he found what he wanted, he returned with a great with an army of 13,000 men. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So my point being, if they can reach us before we reach them, right?
Right.
That means they're more advanced than us.
It
Wouldn't that
could.
stand to reason?
I mean, you could say that, but you know,
Now, what happens in that situation? Are we now all just human beings?
no.
What? We won't
Alien
fight
lives
together?
matter, bro.
No, I'm saying we won't fight together for the sake of humanity?
I don't think so. I think they're just gonna come here and just eat our bodies and shit, and like wear our faces as masks and stuff.
That could be that could be
I don't know.
definitely be a
Listen,
possibility.
if I had a flying car, I wouldn't go eat a couple of fat guys in fucking Mars. That's for sure. I would do some way cooler shit than that. So you gotta think about it like that. Like you literally could go do
But
whatever.
why?
It's like,
But why not? What if that was what
what
you
the
were into?
fuck?
What if
Who
that's
would be
what
into
you
that?
were into? You were into eating fat guys.
I can't put myself in those shoes.
You don't know enough about any other civilization. Maybe their diet consists of fat guy flesh.
Yeah, no, they. I would just be like, my man, let me take you over to Stop and Shop, get you a bag of Doritos. I'll get you some fucking hamburgers, some hot dogs, give you the glizzies. Yeah, you know what I mean,
Glizzies.
that make them a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh wow.
We'd have to
Well,
show them.
how would you if your doorbell rang? And
Yeah,
you
they wouldn't ring the
came-
doorbell.
No, I'm just saying your doorbell rang. I'm just
Okay.
just
They would telepathically ring my doorbell. My head would go off. It'd be like, "Ing," and I'd
no,
be
but
like,
listen
fuck?
to me. Listen to me.
Yes,
They made
listen.
contact with you, right?
Right.
On the other side of your door was a being that wasn't of this planet.
Mm-hmm.
How would you engage that being?
I would do what I normally do. I would mind my own fucking business, and
No,
then
they came to engage you.
oh,
You can't mind your business.
I'd say hello. fine sir. What would I do? I would probably go get a gun and try to shoot them. It depends. If they come in and they're like, we brought some fucking alien reefer, we brought some alien pussy, we got, we want you to try this out, we want to try out what you got.
Right.
I'd be like, let's chill, let's have a party. If they say they had alien beers that are like 50% alcohol or some crazy shit,
right?
You wouldn't drink an alien beer? The coldest, most delicious.
I would think. Listen, my human nature would say they're trying to butter me up for the kill.
I mean, it's too late at that point. You got to enjoy yourself on the way out. What do you mean?
My main focus of what I'm trying to prove is man will always fear what he doesn't understand. The moment that the Pentagon confirmed UFOs, that is just gonna create a panic amongst the people. Like, yo, they're coming to get us because man fears what they don't understand, and the nature of man is inherently evil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we're not talking about man. We're talking about aliens. Have you ever seen Alf?
What I'm saying is, if you feel like, think about this: if human beings were able to go to another land, we try to conquer each other. You don't think we'll try to conquer another planet?
I mean, yeah, that's that. If they had oil on it, maybe, yeah, probably.
Exactly. So now, why wouldn't we think that they were coming here to?
I don't know, but I think we should just try to hang out with them. Get to know them a little better.
Right.
Maybe we have some little alien human babies running around. We could reproduce with them. You could think about it. You could go start a whole new family in Mars. You have a family on the side. You won't have to pay child support. They're not going to drag you into Mars child support court and shit like that. You could just,
Well, see, here's my take on that as well. My take on this is this planet is millions and millions of years old, right?
You believe that shit?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Because somebody said it. I don't believe anything anybody says.
So hold on. So basically, you don't believe that dinosaurs existed?
I don't not believe that they existed.
No, I'm just saying you don't believe that they existed.
In my entire life, I was told they exist. So sure, I do. I like the idea of it.
Okay, so
have you ever seen a crocodile?
Yes.
It's a fucking dinosaur right there.
Yeah, but it doesn't stand upright though.
It don't have to. It's a boss. Fuck you mean?
All right, but what I'm saying is, A, they don't stand upright. B, the size difference. I'm sure that that's a direct descendant, but what
they used to say that Anunnaki humans were like 15 feet tall and 20 feet tall. Look what happened to us, man. We downsized. The economy got bad. They had to shrink it a little bit. You know.
Okay, but here's the thing of it. Has that happened within the last 5,000 years?
I don't know. I've only been here for 37 or 38 of them. I think
history states that our oldest history is what, at the most, like 10,000 years old.
Let me ask you a question.
Written data that we can go back to.
All right, just in your lifetime, right?
Uh-huh.
You see how they're rewriting history right now?
Absolutely.
What the fuck do you think happened in the last, you said 5,000 years, million years? What? This shit, I don't believe anything they say. I don't believe it. I don't believe anything they say.
So, and then how did it? What is your theory on the situation?
Did you ever see a cicada come out of the ground and then turn into one of them stupid looking cicada bugs and fly away?
No, I haven't. What does it look like?
Google it. It's interesting. Look it on YouTube. It's every 17 years. You know what a cicada is?
It looks like a big fly, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're like giant fucking, and they make that noise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they crawl every 17 years. As if you notice, they're not around all the time. Mm-hmm. They come in cycles, and they climb out of the fucking earth, and they're in this big fucking shell, and then they shake that shell off, and then they turn into something else, and then they could fly away.
Yeah, it looked like a giant fly.
Yeah, it looks like it's a cicada, but it looks like a big fly.
Yeah.
But just that right there, right? Like,
And where do they
what
go
the
when they fly away?
where do they go when they fly away?
Yeah.
They go and they fly to wherever, in a tree, whatever, and they look for a mate. And the majority of them turn into food, and the rest of them try to fuck and make more cicadas. That's what happens. And they make this tapping noise, like that's what the mating call for them. So if you see a cicada and you tap like that,
Mhm.
it'll come and walk to you. It'll come walk over to you and try to fuck you.
Wow.
I watched this whole thing on cicadas. It's like, but this is shit like this that makes me think, like, what are we doing here? Wow, how is that a fucking cicada not an alien? If you think about it, how is a crocodile not a dinosaur?
Yeah,
How's
but
a fucking-
hold on. Slow down.
All right, fine.
Here's-
Bring me back in. Let's
yeah,
go.
slow down. What I'm
Tighten
trying
up the
to tell
reins.
you is, ignorance is bliss, right?
Ooh.
And like you said, there's probably things that the government knows that we don't know. You know what I mean? There's probably things that they cover up. I'm not the 100% conspiracy theorist and everything else like that. But when you listen to like Rogan and the people that he has on, they're really deep into this extraterrestrial thing, right?
Sure.
My common sense, not knowing, but my common sense tells me that it is very arrogant and foolhardy to believe that in this great expanse of space, we are the only inhabitants. That's just
I
crazy.
agree.
That's
I agree with that.
like just my common sense tells me that. However, I always said for me personally, right? I feel that if we were engaged by a certain set of people or things or beings or whatever before we were ready to find them, if they found us first, that means we lost.
What did we lose?
What do you mean?
What
That
did
means
we
you're not
lose?
technologically advanced enough to even pose a threat to these people.
I already told you. Elon Musk is a fucking alien.
You think so?
I'm telling you, he's an alien robot.
You think he's infiltrated and sent back information?
He's just an alien robot. He reasoned with the fucking the government, and he was like, "Look, this is how it's going to be." And they were like, "All right, fine, that's it."
And that's just the way it went.
That's it. And then he was like, I'm going to make cool cars. You guys can have some cool cars. But, I'm an alien and I live here now. And they were like, all right, well, have fun with that. Then, we're still going to charge you taxes, Mr. Alien. He was like, that's fine. Money's not real. And they were like, you figured it out already, Mr. Alien. He's like, thank you. Have a good day.
Do you remember that? What was that movie with Battlefield Earth with John Travolta?
I remember of it, but I never watched it.
You never watched that movie?
Not in its entirety. I'm aware of it, but I don't.
What are you doing? What is
it? Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
That is a good, bad movie. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't like bad movies.
No, but it's a good, bad movie.
It's so bad it's good to watch.
Right. One of those.
I know the type.
You know what I mean? So now, what is going on with the drive-in movie theaters are up and running, but I'm hearing that they're showing like these old movies like Smokey and the Bandit and stuff like that. Like they're really like showing prehistoric movies.
Yeah, probably so they don't have to fucking pay. They don't have to pay to show. When you purchase the rights to display a movie in a movie theater,
right?
You have to pay them money. Uh-huh. Now they can't take in as many guests and charge quite as much money for refreshments as they can at in a theater where you could recycle that movie all day. You can't do that in a drive-thru as much. Especially there's one screen, Everybody's in a bulky ass car. You can't shove fucking 400 people into a drive-through. It'd be 400 cars. If you can, then they'll be all in cars. They they just can't make as much money. Is the point?
Yeah, but let me
They
ask you a
can't.
question. What is Hollywood doing right now with their releases?
Oh well, right now they're trying to cover up this Pizzagate thing, so they don't really have a lot of time for the rest of the stuff.
What do you mean by that? You have
I
to
don't know.
elaborate. You can't. This is a
Bro,
Prime podcast.
I don't know.
This is
I don't
the
know nothing.
Prime podcast, man.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know what I see the people on my Facebook saying, and that seems like an answer they would give. Me personally, I don't know. They swear to God that every one of your heroes growing up, every actor you looked up to, went to Epstein's Island and fucking ate babies. That's what they tell you.
Right. Well,
so, and now the new theory is that.
What do we know, though? What do we know?
We don't know shit. We don't know a motherfucking thing.
But do we know that Epstein owned an island?
We know that. I mean, allegedly, yeah. You see pictures
of
that
a lot of very important people have gone to this island.
That's what they say. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what they did.
No. What I'm just saying is those are the things that we know. We don't know play by play what happened on the island.
I have trouble with all of this shit because, and then it's like, I think about it, all right? And I think about it in terms of, what would it take for me to want to do some shit like that? And the answer would be never.
Yeah, but we discussed that. We discussed that.
Yeah, we did.
But what I'm saying is the facts are the facts. We know that there was an island. We know that a lot of people went to this island. We know that even 45 said he was going to drain the swamp. He said the island was a cesspool. That's what he called it.
Yeah.
So, something along the way has changed his tune on the whole situation because he's not sounding off like that anymore.
Well, it could be many things, but it's so fucked up, man. It really is. What they say is fucked up. And if it's true, it's fucked up. Like, regardless, no matter which way you look at it, like the corruption is fucked. Everything is fucked.
Right.
And the fact that this is like, that it could even be speculated that any of this shit is happening and that all of the people that say on the internet that all of what's happening in the world today is a distraction for this whole thing that happened with all that. Because it's a big, like they're trying to just light a fire over here to distract you from the one that's burning down over there.
Right.
Is what they claim.
Absolutely. But it's like,
and
it's like what we said before. Ghislaine Maxwell, she's the key, right? But I think that whoever's the winning side is going to win her over. And the losing side.
I don't think anybody's gonna win here. I think this is beyond the point of like I don't think there's a and B side to this anymore. Like the whole thing in general and the politics and everything. Because if you look at it, it's like when it got to the point, like what I just said before about this guy on the fucking internet talking about we need to vote to change. Like, all right, this is somebody's worst case scenario now. Like the people that want Democratic president are like, we need to vote for change. But then the Republicans need to vote for change. But we've had both of them in office and things have gotten fucked up through every, if you look behind the scenes of what this one did and what that one did, shit always got fucked up. And it was, when it came down to it, it was like, oh, there's powers that be that you don't, you'll never truly know what the fuck is going on. So what makes us think that any of this will be different?
It probably won't. It probably won't. But see, here's the thing. The people that are pulling the strings, the puppet masters, have the people in place that they need to carry their agendas forward. Like right now, the whole big thing this week was the ceasing of the federal unemployment benefit, right?
Sure.
Listen, there were people that were getting $600 a week on top of whatever other benefit they were getting, right? My point being that promotes people not even wanting to go back to work.
Why would you?
And then even if you know, with the whole work thing, why would you want to either A, go out and find a job or return to a job when they're still saying that COVID cases are on the rise? Florida has surpassed us. Texas has surpassed us. California has surpassed us. I think we're in 4th now. Whereas in the middle of the epicenter of New York, we were head and shoulders above every other state in the union as far as infections, deaths,
ventilators.
Ventilators. We were intubations and ventilators. We were head and shoulders above everyone else. So now it's hitting these other states super hard. And the thing about it is, like, even when it was hitting us that hard, Florida was the first one. Like, listen, if you're from New Jersey, New York area, you can't come to Florida without being quarantined for 14 days.
Yeah, but that was bullshit because everybody went there.
Yeah,
I know people that went there then.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, while we were on the front line battling, what were these people doing? No one was preparing. No one was seeing what was going on. No one was actively saying, you know what, these are the precautions we need to take so that we don't have to deal with this whole same situation.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. It's bugged out. That the whole bullshit of it is fucking all crazy and fucked out. Like, it's, I don't know what, like, I've always been skeptical about everything, but I just I'm not one of these people that, like, you know, I just mind my own fucking business and I try to live in my world. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here?
Right.
I try to do what's best for myself and my friends and family, and just that's all that, like, you could barely control that. So to even try to fucking wrap your head around the rest of this shit, like, I don't know, it's just too much right. Bullshit.
But see, here's the other thing too. Now the big scuttlebutt is that
scuttlebutt.
Yes, the big scuttlebutt is that a lot of the COVID numbers are inflated.
Oh, they've been saying that the whole fucking time.
That's what I'm saying. They're saying that a lot of the numbers, a lot of the deaths, a lot of the hospitalizations have been marked down as COVID related when they weren't.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for that to be a thing. That's not nice. It's really not nice.
Is it too overwhelming for you to even discuss?
No, I just don't fucking. I try to give a fuck. I just can't. I don't have a lot of things I give a fuck about anymore. And this has happened lately. Right. Like, things that would, you know, I was so overexposed in the last few months to shit where it's just, you know, things that are being said, and it's like I try to fucking react to them, and it's like, well, I'm not going to jump off the ledge and be like, that's bullshit. I know everything. Everyone's stupid. That's bullshit. Fuck. I'm just like, I don't know. You know, that's too bad. You know, it's fucked up.
Just switching around. You've been having a little car trouble over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even trouble. I mean, it's trouble because it's a pain in my ass.
Right.
We talked about it last week. The guy came. He replaced my thermostat, but I still have no air conditioning in my truck, and it's a million fucking degrees inside. I got black leather interior. It's
Right.
It's a billion fucking degrees. I like in the mornings when I got to go to physical therapy, I have to be there at 8, so the sun is not beaming yet. So
Mhm.
it's still kind of cool from the night when I get in. It's just about the only time I drive that truck is in the morning.
Right.
During the day right now,
Where's the physical therapy?
it's right on Hempstead Turnpike, probably about a mile up on the left up there to, when you go left on Nassau.
Oh yeah.
It's up there. It's not far at all. But yeah, this guy he did what he had to do when he came here. And I can't even say wholeheartedly that the truck is fine because I drove it about 4 miles since he put the thermostat in it. I
Mhm.
try to take it out today. I drove it around a little bit in the heat, wanted to see if it would, overheat or anything. But that particular model, they don't have a temperature gauge inside them. So the only way you know when it's getting too hot is
Mhm.
when it's already there. And I have a Bluetooth OBD connection that goes onto a screen, but he took it out and I don't know where the fuck it is now when he plugged his shit in there. He probably took mine.
Right.
So I can't even tell what temperature it's running. It seems fine, but he said he's going to come back and do my air conditioning. Talked to him Monday, talked to him Tuesday, and then he just blew me off for the rest of the week. I just give up kind of with the fucking truck. I guess I'll just have air conditioning when it's cold out again.
Yeah.
I'll open the window, old fashioned.
You'll have air conditioning in the wintertime, and then your heater core will go, and then like it'll be a reverse. That's how cars work. Well, the thing about it is, man. When it rains, it pours. You know what I'm saying? And right now is a contractor's dream. Why?
Contractor? Yeah.
Why do you
What?
ask?
Why?
Because with COVID, a lot of people are not taking vacations and they're beautifying their homes. They're changing things, they're fixing things, they're upgrading bathrooms and kitchens and everything else. So contractors are very busy right now. You know what I mean? They're getting a lot of people's vacation money.
I like that. That's good. It's a sound investment. It's better than going to like the Bahamas or some shit and you just have pictures and
Yeah, but
then you come home. It's
don't you
over.
have fun when you go to these tropical places?
I do. I wish that they were open for now. I would go. My
Well,
wife she wants to go, but they're not open on the Bahamas.
right. But that's what I'm saying is that, so a lot of people that are forced to stay home, they're getting a lot of projects done around the house. So like even the because I gotta have work done on my house.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
sent you the tree guy's number. Did you get it?
Yes, I did. And
You call him?
I believe that they're gonna be coming by this week.
Mm.
Hopefully they come by on a day when it's not hurricaning next week,
Yeah, I heard that today. Rocco called to give me the hurricane report.
Yeah. Do you guys still have to shoot?
No.
Okay.
No, we're done.
Good.
No.
Well,
We did.
anyway, I had a couple of fence guys come because
I got a fence guy too.
Yeah, well, you have to off the air. You have to give me the number so I can have them come by. Because the original fence guy that came here, the one that did my fence, the original fence. When I did the fence the first time, I did it with one gate. Right? You feel better now?
Yeah. That was for you.
So anyway, when I did the fence the first time, I only did one gate. So my wife has not been happy about that since that we can only go out one side of the yard. So because they have to dig up my yard, right? I was like, they got to move the fence. So I'm like, when they put the fence back, I'll just put a gate. So the guy comes here and I'm like, just hypothetically, if I wanted to raise the fence height and put the gate in, I'm telling you, it's maybe less than 10 feet. The guy tells me $1,200. right?
Yeah.
So we get another guy to come and another guy to come. So now the third guy is coming, but the price is getting progressively lower. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
what is your technique to make all these guys come?
hmm, that was the best thing you could come up with.
No,
That was-
I was just thinking.
That's where your mind wandered to, though.
I mean, you just said these guys are coming, and there's two of them coming, and they're gonna come.
So
And
no,
then
I'm saying that was the best thing that you could come up with in the whole scheme of things of what we were talking.
Yeah, I didn't want to completely tarnish the points you were making, and so I just quickly inserted a wee bit of humor, lad.
There's just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit, lad.
But to answer your to answer your question, phone calls. That's what it takes.
Yeah, no, because I try to give people money, and I just can't make them come. I can't. I tried.
Yeah. And they just and they just blow you off. Maybe your technique is bad.
He came and fucked me once, and now he won't. I can't make him come.
What I'm saying, maybe your technique was bad the first time, and he just
The guy came. I got him a bottle of water. I asked him, "How you doing?"
impressed. He wasn't
No,
impressed.
I guess
Did you tip him?
I'm not tipping this motherfucker. I paid him cash money to him. Why am I going to
did you
tip him?
Tip him though.
No, I thought about it, and then I was like,
The guy saved you money by paying cash, and you didn't tip him.
"Why? So I could then pay as much money as I was supposed to?"
I didn't say give him the whole difference, but did you tip him though? That's my point.
No, he works for him.
What I'm saying is, he basically backdoored the service so that they
Right.
would get paid, and he could take all the money.
Right.
We know that, okay?
Yeah.
But for you to be able to skip the line and be a preferred customer, it is customary for you to give the guy a tip.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
What would have been an appropriate tip on that?
How much did you save?
He was supposed to charge me $850 with the app, and he
Right.
charged me $650 cash.
$50. I'd have gave him $700.
$700.
I'd have gave him $700.
I get a strong feeling that I could have gave him $700, and he still wouldn't have came back.
I'm just saying, I would have done that. I would have gave the guy a tip.
I guess that's why you.
My wife, and my mother
Yeah.
have argued with me for my whole entire life that I tip too heavily. However, we have repeat restaurants that we go to. And
That's a whole different story.
listen, we have repeat restaurants we go to. We have mechanics that we go to. And we never have a problem with service. Ever. Why?
Well-
Because you tip.
Yeah, but you saw the frustration the night of this job.
Right?
That,
We couldn't,
like,
we couldn't even record.
right. So I'm sitting around like a dick. He came, first of all, the first day to tell me what was wrong 5 hours late.
Mhm.
He came the day of that he said he was going to do it 4.5, almost 5 hours late. He
Right?
took extraordinarily long, dumped all kinds of coolant in front of my fucking house onto the floor.
Mhm.
I was outside until 2:00 in the morning.
Right?
Hell of a nice guy. Got the job done to the best of my knowledge. But I wasn't, when he told me he could save me money,
Mhm.
he just bought me not telling him to go fuck himself forever by
Okay.
doing that.
Okay.
And he gained himself another chance to make some more money off me. The guy's working for himself. All right, so let me ask you this question. Do
Mhm.
you get paid $650 for 4 hours of work?
No.
So what the fuck does he need a tip for? He's laying out in front of my house talking on the fucking phone. I understand he
All
did
right,
the job.
Hold on. Now, the service that you use, is he
Yeah.
the only person that you can get from this service?
Well, you see, if it went through the service,
Uh-huh.
I would have looked at it a little bit differently. I would have been, I would have been a little bit more willing to toss him a couple of bucks because I know they get in his pocket heavy.
Right.
But when he told me that
He could
we're
backdoor
going
them.
to take, yes, and I had to keep in mind, I had also already paid $100 for him to tell me that my thermostat was bad after I called them and told them that my thermostat was bad.
Okay.
The thermostat cost $50.
Mhm.
So he made $600.
Mhm.
No, he made, I don't know what his cut on the first 100 was, but he made money and
Right.
he did the job. It wasn't above and beyond. It pissed me off the whole fucking time.
Mhm.
I just, when I go to my favorite restaurant, you're right though. You're going to see these people again. They always are solid. They always give you what you need. They always take care of you.
Right.
Bang, bang, bang. I have no problem with that.
Right.
None whatsoever.
What I'm
But
saying
I feel
is,
like
if you were to call up this service again, would
I've
he be
never
the
called.
only one answering the call?
You do it online, and I guess they dispatch. He when they show me where he's coming from, he's like by Springfield over there in Queens. He's like 10 minutes away. So I guess they just get dispatched
Yeah, but
by
can
where
you
they.
request another person?
Probably, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that again.
Oh, you're not even dealing with that.
No, but I mean, it seems like sort of like something this guy does to meet people that he could just do on his own.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just need to just go to somebody else or just, like I said, he'll do the job. Just going to be some bullshit to get it done. It's not like I need the car urgently. I have another car that I could use. And, if I really need to take the car, I'll drop my wife off at work and use her car. But I want to get it done. But I'm not doing it the way I did it the last time with these fucking idiots.
Yeah, but see, that's
Then-
what I'm saying. Maybe you need to deal with another tech, or maybe you need
I
to
think-
just go to a brick and mortar store, like a brick and mortar.
I'm going to go, after I told her brother Anthony, I was telling him I had the guy, we went last Sunday to her father's and Anthony was there. He's like, why don't you just take it to my guy? Because I didn't know your guy. I didn't know. He's like, he hooks me up. He'll take care of you. So you went to high school with him. I'm like, I don't fucking remember this guy.
Right.
I don't remember him either. But he's in town. He's not far. He's like by Lakeview over there. So
Okay. That's not far from you.
no, it's like by Western Beef actually.
Yeah.
That's on the way there. But it's a
Would
pain
you-
in my ass.
Would you stop at Western Beef and get some meat to fricassee while you were over there?
I was gonna fricassee some meats today, and my fucking gas is low. It's low.
That's very
I need-
irresponsible of you, sir. How many tanks do you have?
I have two. I have one in the barbecue, and I have one in the fire pit that we never use, so I could swap it out. It's full.
Yeah, but you gotta have at least a third tank.
3 tanks. That's just fucking lazy. That
What?
I'm so lazy that I can't just go fill up the tank real quick.
Yeah, you could, but what I'm
I
saying
have
is,
2.
what if you were out there, right? And
Right.
you were fricasseeing meat and
Fricassee.
me and my family showed up and your brother-in-law and his family showed up and more meat had to be fricasseed.
Then I'd have to run over to Garden World and get some fucking propane.
Ugh.
I'd have
You
to
wouldn't
go get
have
some
propane at the ready?
I actually do. I have another tank in the fire pit that I could take off.
I have 3 tanks, man. 3.
You're serious about this?
2 in the shed. One is utility. One is utility. It goes to either to my fryer or to my fire pit because I too have a fire pit. But
Mm.
there's always 3. You have to have 3.
Listen, I don't have money like you have money. I'm poor. I don't have third propane tank money. I only have second. Right? So one day, maybe when I'm making good money again, I'll go for the third.
Here's the thing, though.
What?
The steaks at Western Beef are too thin, man. I tried
You
to
have to.
I tried to give them a play, and it just didn't work.
Did you take them off the fucking the rack, or did you go back to the butcher?
I went into the refrigerated room and I just took them off the, you know.
No, you fucked up. You have to
I'm not,
go to the butcher.
okay.
They have. Do you notice when you walk through there, they have giant cuts of meat that you're like, who's buying this?
Right.
Like, you take that to the butcher and you instruct him. This is something that you would do if I have a big freezer here.
Right.
I don't like to freeze steaks, but some people buy like a whole fucking cow, have a butcher it the way they want it, and then they freeze it.
Why don't you like to freeze steaks?
I don't like to freeze them. I feel like they're better when they're fresh. I don't know. I just like them better. Even though that day we had brought a whole bunch of Western beef meats to Burns, we ended up freezing shit. I took it out and it came out good. We just put it on the counter, seasoned it up nice, left it for a while, and then by the time I put it on the grill, that shit was banging.
Right.
But that's what you do. You could go get a big piece of meat and tell the butcher in the back, I want it like this, like your brother's cock. I want it like that. And they'll do it. They'll do it for you. Nice.
How many butchers have you asked for a big piece of meat from?
Oh, all of them, Daddy. I gotta. I've been cheating on my butcher with the fucking. I just sprayed myself with water all over my tits too. Yeah, we usually go to the butcher, but since I've been going to the Western beef, I don't know. He's gonna be upset with me.
Yeah, but does he have dry aged meat or he just has fresh?
They have everything, but I don't buy dry aged meat. I just don't.
Why not? You don't buy dry aged steaks?
No.
Oh,
why? They're good.
Listen, what sense does it make for a person to have as much money as you do to not
I don't have any money.
Steaks?
I'm poor. I have nothing. I really have nothing. I'm really doing bad. What does it have to do with the age of the dryness? Why? Why?
The aging process helps to break down the enzymes in the meat. It makes it more tender.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
It reverses the rigor mortis in the meat. So the meat is more tender.
When you talk about rigor mortis, it makes me excited.
Oh, really?
I had a nice steak the other night. If I could give this restaurant a plug.
Who's
it's
that?
Salt. The name of it is Salt. It's in Merrick. If you took your wife there, she'd be so impressed with you.
I heard of it.
It's really nice. It's on. I had as an appetizer. We had I had coconut fried shrimp. We had calamari. We had mussels. We had Rick. Rick ordered like this giant steak of bacon steaks. Do you ever see this?
No.
Thick cut bacon, probably about like an inch, and just a big slab of bacon. They give you two of them, and they're like doused in fucking some kind of syrup or something.
Right.
And then I had the steak. I had steak with mashed potatoes and shrimp and vegetables. It was fucking delicious.
Oh, wow.
Fucking delicious. You'll love this place.
Where is it? On Merrick Road?
No, it's all the way on the water. The tables are all outside. They're all spaced out. You're not sitting on top of people. It's nice. For right now, with everything going on, the whole staff is wearing masks and fucking, they make you feel good. You got to wear a mask when you walk in to get to your seat.
Right.
And then you're sitting in the fucking, on the water. It's a dock over the water. It goes out like 25, maybe even 50 feet of just tables.
Is it reservation only?
I don't know because I know people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't have to. It doesn't matter. I show up and they say, "Uh-oh, he's here. Sit him down over there. Move it. Let him sit down. All right." See, I said it.
I don't have that privilege. You see what I'm saying? I don't have that privilege. My skin is a darker hue than yours. You know what I mean? I'm a bit more corpulent than you are. You know what I mean?
It has nothing to do with it. You tell them you know me, and they'll take care of you. That's it.
Okay.
Well, don't tell them you know me. Tell them you know Rick Kern.
I just start name dropping over there. You know what I mean?
That's right. I came over here. You know what I mean? I want a fucking steak. Hey, forget about it. Fucking shit.
Well.
Oh, would you look at the time?
1 hour and 4 minutes.
Ooh, one day, one of these days, we're gonna push it. We're gonna see. We're gonna
Oh,
take it to the limit.
it's gonna go into the cameras, just die.
I don't know what would happen first. What do you think would happen first?
Well, see, here's the thing. I look at certain people's podcasts, and how do they get 2 hours of footage?
Well, here's the other thing. I watched a YouTube video the other day
Mhm.
of a guy who took a GoPro
Right.
and put it in the box
Mhm.
with. Did you ever see those batteries I have? They're like big. They're like phone chargers. It's like a 10,000 mAh battery. They say it could charge your phone 8 times. And this
Okay.
guy took one of those. It's like this. It's like the size of an iPhone. It's like this. It's a battery.
Mhm.
He took this and the GoPro with the GoPro charging wire, turned the GoPro on in a clear box, and shipped it from like New York to California. And then once it got to Cali, he fucking sped up the video, and it was like a time lapse of the camera's journey.
Mhm.
So the camera was plugged in the whole time, running.
Right. And it was recording
So
the whole entire time.
it recorded the whole time.
No
It was
way.
recording on the GoPro.
You're talking about days?
It was
Days.
overnight shipping, overnight. But
Oh.
he did a time lapse of it. So it comes on, it'll grab like 10 seconds and then it turns off. You look at the settings, you could see there's time lapse.
Mhm.
So once it all came together, it was cool. But yeah, but it was plugged in the whole fucking time. So we could plug these in
Mhm.
and then rock basically as long as the cards will allow us. And then if we needed to get bigger cards, we get bigger cards. But the other thing is, I hate when podcasts are like 4 hours long. Because
Right.
like there was a topic that I was thinking we should touch on,
And what's that?
like the teacher did to my friend, or my old friend. But I don't think we're going to talk about that right now.
No, I want to save that until the next one. We'll talk about that the next podcast.
I don't know if we're allowed to. Not like I should respect anything, but I am a pretty respectful young man.
No,
And
the
even though
reason why I said I want to touch on that is because I was discussing that with my wife, who is an educator, and she gave me some very good insight into that. So
really,
yeah, so I would like to discuss that with you off air, and then discuss it the next time.
oh, so many questions I have. Okay, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 1 hour, 7 minutes, 24, 25, 26 seconds. This has been episode 25 of the Prime Podcast. I am your host. That is your other host, Fats, and we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Peace.
Bye now.